Saudi Arabia, land of scorching deserts and oil magnates, a country that fights for the political leadership of the Middle East region against the likes of Iran, Qatar, and Israel. Under the leadership of Mohammed Bin Salman, often referred to as MBS, who has held a firm grasp on power since assuming leadership, the nation has been marked by his uncompromising rule. Now, the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, PIF, estimated at $500 billion, is expanding its portfolio and has its eyes set on the world of football. After the purchase of PSG by the Qatari government in the figure of Nasser Al Khelaifi, the former tennis instructor and a confidant of Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who succeeded his father, Hamad bin Khalifa, in 2013, a new trend seems to have been set with the following acquisition of Newcastle United by the Saudis via PIF. So what exactly explains what is happening in Saudi Arabia right now? And what does it mean for the world of football? In this video, we delve into the details of Saudi Arabia's revolutionary impact on the world of football, offering a glimpse into the transformative future that awaits. But before we continue, if you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, stay tuned for more exciting content in the upcoming videos. The modern Saudi state, officially known as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, was founded in 1932 by Abdul Aziz ibn Saud. The Arabian Peninsula was divided into several regions, each governed by different tribal leaders or emirs. No centralized authority or single state was governing the entire region. On September 23, 1932, Abdul Aziz ibn Saud declared the establishment of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and assumed the title of king. This marked the formal creation of the Saudi state. The unification of the various tribal territories and regions into a single kingdom was a significant achievement, and it laid the foundation for the modern Saudi Arabian state that exists today. Saudi Arabia has experienced tensions and conflicts with several countries in the Middle East region, and these tensions often arise from a combination of historical, political, religious, and strategic factors. One of its rivals is Qatar. Saudi Arabia, along with the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Egypt, imposed a diplomatic and economic blockade on Qatar in 2017. They accused Qatar of supporting terrorism and having overly close ties with Iran. While the blockade was lifted in 2021, tensions persist, and there are lingering differences in regional policies and priorities. In 2011, Qatar Sports Investments, QSI, a state-owned investment company from Qatar, acquired Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, a top-tier French football club. The acquisition was a significant moment in the world of football, as it brought substantial financial resources and investment to PSG, transforming the club into a major force in European football. The move by Qatar can be understood as a part of a broader strategy to enhance its soft power on the global stage. Owning a prestigious football club like PSG enables Qatar to engage in cultural diplomacy by leveraging the global appeal of football. With PSG's success and widespread popularity, Qatar gains access to a vast international audience, providing a platform to promote its culture, values, and broader messages to a diverse global community. Saudi Arabia, by its turn, won't let that happen unchecked. The nation recognizes the importance of devising strategies to compete with regional powers in the realm of soft power and appears ready to undertake this endeavor. As mentioned before, in October 2021, PIF made a substantial $415 million investment to acquire Newcastle United. Following this acquisition, the club embarked on an ambitious spending spree, securing the talents of notable players such as Brazilian sensation Bruno Guimarães from Olympique Lyonnais, Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid, and Anthony Gordon from Everton. In the 2022-2023 season, the club displayed remarkable improvement, securing a commendable fourth-place finish. This achievement marked their triumphant return to the UEFA Champions League after a hiatus of 2 decades. Since the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, PIF, assumed majority ownership of Newcastle United in late 2021, the club has invested a substantial €440.1 million in permanent transfers. PIF's acquisition of 80% of the club's shares in October 2021 effectively made them the de facto owners of the St. James Park Club. This significant financial commitment underscores their dedication to enhancing the team's competitiveness. The attention then turned to the Saudi League. PIF is the main source of funding for the Saudi Pro League, the country's top men's professional soccer league. The Saudi Pro League has recorded a net spend of €889 million, $950 million, this summer, making it the second highest spending league after the Premier League. PIF has taken over the country's four major domestic clubs, Al-Ittihad, Al-Nassr, Al-Hilal, and Al-Ahly, and has used its funding to acquire star players and negotiate high-value broadcasting deals. Several of the signings have eye-catching salaries. Let's delve into a few examples. Portuguese football sensation Cristiano Ronaldo joined Al-Nassr and is set to earn a substantial annual salary of €200 million. To put this in perspective, consider the case of Manchester City's Belgian star, Kevin De Bruyne, widely regarded as one of the Premier League's top talents. De Bruyne receives an annual compensation of €20 million, playing in a league with a level of competition and tradition that stands unrivaled. When it comes to the highest salaries in European football leagues, Serie A in Italy sees Dusan Vlahovic earning the top spot with a substantial €12.9 million. In Spain's La Liga, Frenkie de Jong claims the highest salary at €37.5 million. Meanwhile, in France's Ligue 1, Kylian Mbappe currently enjoys an impressive €72 million, and in Germany's Bundesliga, it's Harry Kane, who leads with a considerable €25 million. Now let's compare that with the Saudi Pro League, where the financial landscape has seen a significant shift since the arrival of high-profile players. Leading the pack in Saudi Arabia is Cristiano Ronaldo, with an astonishing €200 million, followed closely by Karim Benzema with €184 million. Neymar secures the third spot with a hefty €150 million, while N'Golo Kante ranks fourth with a notable €100 million, and Riyad Mahrez takes the fifth position with a substantial €52 million. These numbers highlight the newfound financial power and allure of the Saudi League in attracting top-tier talent. In addition to the exceptional talent and skills of these players, Saudi Arabia has successfully harnessed the power of their online presence. A prime example is Neymar, who possesses a commanding presence across social media platforms. With a remarkable following of 62.5 million on Twitter and an astonishing 212 million followers on Instagram, the Brazilian superstar wields considerable influence, making him an invaluable conduit for propelling his current club Al-Hilal into the global spotlight. The Saudi League has successfully attracted players who could readily secure positions in prominent European clubs. This magnetic pull can be attributed to the staggering salaries that clubs in Saudi Arabia can now offer, thanks to the significant financial infusion following PIF's acquisition. Besides the soft power aspect, the Saudi move aligns with the broader objectives outlined in the country's Vision 2030 plan document, which focuses on diversifying the nation's economy beyond oil revenue by venturing into burgeoning sectors such as tourism and entertainment. Therefore, they not only are in football, but also in golf, cricket, cycling, Formula One, tennis, wrestling, and many other sports. The Vision 2030 plan document states, "We are determined to reinforce and diversify the capabilities of our economy, turning our key strengths into enabling tools for a fully diversified future. As such, we will transform Aramco from an oil-producing company into a global industrial conglomerate. We will transform the Public Investment Fund into the world's largest sovereign wealth fund." Another significant dimension of Saudi Arabia's involvement in sports is associated with the concept known as sportswashing. The term sportswashing refers to the practice of using sports and sporting events to divert attention from or improve the image of a country or organization that may have a troubled reputation in other areas, particularly concerning human rights. Saudi Arabia has garnered notoriety for its human rights violations, which have posed a substantial challenge to its efforts to enhance its image in the Western world. These violations encompass a range of critical issues, including women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, democracy, and more. Many international human rights observers and organizations have expressed concerns about the country's apparent reluctance to address these pressing issues. In a more recent and highly publicized incident, Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi met a tragic end when he was brutally murdered and dismembered during his visit to the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Khashoggi had gained notoriety for his outspoken criticism of Crown Prince Mohammed Bin Salman, MBS. And this gruesome event underscored the Saudi leadership's firm stance against dissenting voices. Consequently, Saudi Arabia faced widespread condemnation, leading to numerous major corporations opting either to withdraw from or temporarily halt their investments in the country. In summary, Saudi Arabia's foray into the world of sports represents a multifaceted journey encompassing economic transformation, substantial financial investments, and the challenges of reconciling soft power ambitions with human rights scrutiny. As the nation continues to navigate this complex landscape, its influence on the global sports arena and its broader societal and economic goals remain subjects of intrigue and observation. The synergy between sporting excellence, international engagement, and the imperative to address human rights concerns will undoubtedly shape Saudi Arabia's role on the world stage in the years to come. The lingering question now is, will the Saudi League rise as a true rival to European counterparts, reshaping global football's balance of power? Will we witness passionate Saudi fans across the world, akin to the fervor seen for European clubs? These questions rest in the hands of time, and we invite you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and until our next journey into football affairs,